Hi everyone and welcome to In the Sewers. In the Sewers is a series where I chat to bands varying in genres of rock and ask them what they've got going on, where they've come from, how they got the name, and basically just having a bit of a chin wag. I can't wait to share with you guys what I've been talking about. In this week's episode, I am chatting to Charlie and Simon, who are the guitarists of hard rock band Blacklight Vice, and they are from Southampton. That's as far south as you can get. So I asked them what the rock scene is like down there, what they've got going on, what they have planned, and basically just having a bit of a natter. So let's have a nosy and see what I got talking about with the guys. Hi guys, thank you for joining me in the Sewers. How are you guys doing? You all okay?
Yeah, good, thanks. All good.
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much. How about yourself?
Yeah, doing grand, life, the daily grind gets to you, but we have to do something a little bit exciting. Like you guys are in a band. Why don't you tell the good folks at home which band you guys are a part of and what you guys actually do in the band?
So, yeah, I'm Charlie and I'm the lead guitarist in Blacklight Vice.
I'm Simon. I am the other guitar player in Blacklight Vice.
Nice.
Yeah, so you're bombarded by guitar players tonight.
That'll do.
Absolutely.
I can live with that. That's not a problem. That's
We're,
not a problem.
Yeah,
So
and we're a heavy rock band from Southampton.
I was going to say, whereabouts are you guys from? Because I knew you were south, but I wasn't quite sure how far south you are. But Southampton's that's near enough France. That's pretty south.
Yeah.
Pretty much as far south as you can go, to be honest. Yeah.
So what's the scene like down there? Because yeah, I know what it's like in Essex and Manchester and things. Apparently Wales is a bit of a duff one. I was talking to another band the other day. They said it's all right, but it's not great. So what's the hard rock scene like down in Southampton then?
Yeah, no, I'd definitely say it'd be very good down there. A lot of very well-known sort of venues down here. Probably one of the most notable ones is the Joiners. Quite a few bands have come through there. A lot of people, when they come down here, will definitely, play a gig there. We still have got like not the firehouse, sorry, the engine. Is it engine rooms?
Yeah, the engine rooms.
Yeah, engine rooms is another popular one. 1865. Some that are no longer with us. We used to have the Talking Heads. That was a very good, very popular venue. Went there many a times. Yeah, I'd say there's definitely quite a lot of sort of local bands around. A very busy sort of scene here. Always quite popular with most people.
The scene down here for South, especially because I'm originally from the southeast, so kind of Kent, Tunbridge, Wells, Maidstone kind of way. But the Southampton music scene for rock and metal is really, really buzzing. Like it's a really good place to be if you're in a rock and metal band or touring. Like we get bands coming through here all the time. There's never a venue that's not got some, mega band or multiple mega bands playing over like nearly every weekend. So it's a great place to go for gigging, 100%.
So is that where you guys are kind of testing your waters out? Because you guys have just had some new bits and bobs released, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, so we generally play around Southampton, stretch out to Bournemouth and things like that. We've done a couple of things up north, and we're looking to do a little bit more. But around here, yeah, we recently released our latest single called Vultures, which is we've had a great response from that. Like we've been blown away really. For putting a track out, it's already gone 2,000 plus,
Nice.
which is a big deal for us, seeing as it's only been out for like 2 months. So we're pretty pleased about that. Yeah, but we did our 10th gig as well recently, just at another local venue here called The Hobbit, which is really like a really good place to play, which is also where this band started, funnily enough.
I was going to say, how did you guys start? Did you all just sit round in a pub and go, do you know what, we need to start a band? Because there's quite a lot of people who seem to do that. They go to a gig and then they come back and go.
Almost that. Yeah,
that's almost it. Yeah, you well, Charlie, you reached out to me. I don't know if you'd spoken to anyone else at that point. I can't remember. When at 2019 maybe.
Yeah, 2019, back end of 2019. Started the band and I just put an advert out on something called Join My Band, which probably a lot of people watching will have probably done the same. Just an advert for like can I say bad words? I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Yeah, crack on. I haven't got any stipulations, so just not the C word because I'm not quite there just yet. But yeah, you can use it. You can use other things.
I basically put an advert out for like a no bullshit rock band, and I got no bullshit guys, like, and it was really, really good. And we all kind of met for a drink individually at first, and then as more people kind of joined, we met up at the Hobbit, and that's where we sort of discussed it over pints. Yeah.
Sounds pretty damn good. So how many of you is there all together? Because I've got 2 out of how many?
5.
5 of you all together. So have you
Yeah.
stayed the same since 2019, meeting for a pint, or have you changed up a little bit? Because obviously the world fell on its ass in 2020 and nothing happened. So how did you guys cope with that? Because you know, if you only started late 2019, you know, that's kind of fresh out of the box.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit kind of tough, as I would say it was for everybody. We all sort of stayed in contact as best we could. Obviously, couldn't really sort of see anybody anyway. But yeah, a lot of phone calls, really. Zoom, that was quite popular at the time. A lot of that was going on. We've had a couple of sort of people sort of leave, but we have survived. We've managed to persevere.
Yeah.
This far.
Yeah, we've had a couple of different lineup changes over the course of since then. So yeah, it's just been going from strength to strength, really, which has been really good.
So what have you got planned going into? Well, and obviously we're going into April, but what have you got going through the rest of the year? Because obviously summer festival season is coming up. Have you got anything big and exciting coming out?
Yeah, we do. We've got our first ever headline show in Southampton, which is really cool, in the place where the band started, in the Hobbit. So it's kind of it'll be a special one, that. So yeah, it's kind of almost full circle right there, starting from nothing to then headlining your first show. And then later on, we've got a couple of things which I don't know if it'll be out yet. It will be, yeah, probably. We'll be playing with a band called Kickin' Valentina.
Love Kickin' Valentina. They are a great bunch of guys.
Looking
I
forward to
love
that one.
Jimmy, DK. You know, got drunk with them a few times. Great guys though. Lovely guys.
Going up there. We'll be going up to Nottingham for that. And that's going to be it's called Billy's Bootleggers Bar. That's where
yes.
Yeah, with them.
It's end of June, isn't it? I believe.
August.
Whoops.
I mean, you can turn up in June, but I don't know if anybody's going to be there.
Just be me.
Just you going, I'm here.
Yeah, a few months early.
So how do you guys
never.
come up with your music? You know, is there a certain process that you guys do, or do you just all do bits and bobs and just share it amongst each other? Because I've been trying to get to know how people create such like great things, because I did love Vultures very, very much. I played that on my show, I think twice. I played it on my AOR show, and even people in America were like, wow, like this is pretty cool, you know? And you guys are an example of a band that, you know, internet radio stations just love to push new music. So how do you create that magic?
So it's quite a group effort, I would say, really. Normally Charlie bring in a few riffs, or he'll record out a demo. And then we just, I suppose, the old-fashioned way, really, isn't it? Work on it at rehearsal, get in a room together. What does this sound like? Okay, maybe we could change this. You know, just workshopping different ideas, really, and then trying to pull it all together. Sorry, just to sort of see what sounds best.
It's really basic. It's just like really like just natural. Like it just sort of, like Simon said, like bringing a riff, and then we'll all just jam it, and then someone will go, oh, what about this? I hear something, like, what about this? And then we'll just trial and error things. And sometimes there'll be a split of, oh, maybe we should do this, or maybe we should do that. And then we just try both things or multiple things, and then see how it goes from there. But it does usually just build just like that, which is really easy for us, because it's just like there's just riffs, and then it all comes together. That's the magic. It's not very extreme.
No, if we wait long enough, it just writes itself pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes things just gel together just naturally, and you guys seem to be really slipping into the scene. And I think I even said on one of my shows that you guys were definitely a band that people need to be watching out on, because I feel like you're gonna just hit your mark and hit your stride, and off you're gonna go. Is there anybody that you would love to support, whether it's somebody on the scene or dream big, dream massive? Who would you love to support?
There's so many.
Yeah, there's too many to really sort of say. There's a couple I would sort of say. We saw a band called Tail Gunner
Oh,
end of
I love
last
them.
year. Would really love to play with those guys. They're amazing live. Love the album.
Big,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's great.
amazing.
A bunch of guys.
Yeah, really great bunch of guys.
I'm actually kicking Valentina. To be fair, I'm looking forward to that. We'll give them another shout out. That's going to be a definite
That's
good show.
definitely one that's been on the kind of radar. Like, whoa, that's a really
Yeah,
good opportunity. I'd say, like, if you're thinking a bit bigger, like me and Simon, definitely, we're big fans of Santa Cruz. And I
Nice.
know that at the moment, I don't know what they're doing at the moment, but like
Nobody
they're one
knows
of the
what's going on with Santa Cruz at the minute. I don't even think I actually knows what's going on with Santa Cruz at the
no,
moment.
we've been listening to Santa Cruz for a really long time, and it's just like like Archie's kind of like guitar style and the song styles and things like that. It just resonates with us as guitar players for sure.
absolutely.
And that's something that we'd love to do is play with them, definitely. If that was an opportunity, that'd be great. That'd be amazing.
It looks like you've got Santa Cruz on your wall behind you, Simon. Is that a Santa Cruz album on the wall behind
It is, yeah. This one, yeah.
Is that their first one? I think that's their first one, isn't
No,
it?
it's from 2019. It's the Catharsis album.
Oh yes, 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 yes. See, I met Archie and Jonas, Midi and Tazzy. I've met them quite a few times, and I thought they were great. So when the first version of Santa Cruz broke up, I was pretty like, "Oh, damn," because like you said, Archie's guitar work really melded so well together with Johnny's, like how they would play off against each other to create something
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
awesome. Was
And their
just
live show
unreal.
is just insane. With that lineup was amazing. It was really
Yeah.
something to
Yeah,
watch.
they were great. The four of those guys, absolutely.
So unreal. And say now nobody's entirely sure what the hell's going on. The three guys, they've gone off and done their own thing. Like Tazzy's in Lost Society. I was talking about this actually with Crush, who was
Yeah.
in the first episode of this new series. I was talking to them about that, and Johnny is now a producer, but Archie's over in America trying to get every man and his dog to play in his band, which is a
A
shame
bit of
because I
a
think
revolving door, isn't it?
yeah, it is. It's one of them, and it's such a
Kind of
shame.
like Whitesnake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Whitesnake is a prime example of that. Well, Guns N' Roses, as much as I love
Yeah,
that bit, like that bit from, I mean, Chinese Democracy. I think every other press release I get, it's like, and they played on Chinese Democracy. It's like even I've played on it at this point. Like,
not many people haven't. Yeah.
yeah, it's just one of them. I was gonna ask you, who are your influences in music? Who did you grow up listening to? And do you have a guilty pleasure who people think, ooh, as if they listen to them? Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt the interview mid-flow. I just wanted to say, if you like this episode and you want to see more, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button down at the bottom of the page. And if you want to be the first to see the brand new episode of In the Sewers, then don't forget to ding that little old bell. So come on everybody, ring my bell and let's get back to it. I got you
Yeah.
thinking now, haven't I?
Pleasure thinking about it. Yeah, no, I'd say definitely influence-wise, we're pretty similar. I think for what we both listen to.
Me and Simon are pretty much the same person. It's all that 70s, 80s rock, all that stuff. Guns
Yeah,
N' Roses, AC/DC, Black Sabbath. You've got all that Aerosmith. Just all of the stuff that you'd see on MTV back in the day, and like all those real ones in your face. But then other things like Rat as well,
I love Rat. I think
yeah,
they're great. Yeah, Rat were great.
and Def Leppard, of course. Can't forget that.
Yes. You can't forget Def Leppard, not at all. They were representing the Brits for sure in the 80s. They were really
Oh,
big out on
definitely.
there, weren't they? Have you seen them live?
No,
No,
You haven't?
haven't had the
no.
opportunity.
I always
Oh,
do like saying though, when people ask you like, what was your first ever gig? And I was
yes.
11 years old, and I saw Motorhead at Brixton Academy. That's just my little claim there.
Oh,
But
nice.
good first gig.
How about yours, Simon? Who was your first gig?
I can never remember what it was, but it was either a Limp Bizkit show or a Status Quo show.
Awesome. Either one.
So, yeah,
I mean, different ends of the spectrum, but that's still
yeah, you
pretty
kind of
awesome.
can't get much different, but it was one of those two. They're about the same sort of time. I can never remember which one was first.
Oh, nice. Mine was Bon Jovi in 2011, and
Wicked.
Richie was still with them. He'd been released from rehab a couple of days before that gig.
Just in
So
time.
yeah, I mean, it was just unreal. I've seen Bon Jovi with Richie and without Richie, and from a guitar standpoint, like a frontman with the lead guitarist, I definitely think Richie was more suited to John. But at the same time, Phil X is an amazing guitarist on his own. Like he's
Yeah.
just unreal, absolutely unreal. So
But it's
how would you guys like to end 2024 going into 2025? What are the big goals for Blacklight Vice?
at the minute we're looking to try and get as many shows as we can. Carry on from where we sort of started this year. We had great success in January. We won the best hard rock and metal act for the Radio Wigwam Awards.
Nice.
We won that, so yeah. So that's a very good start to the year. The show Charlie mentioned earlier, that was another very good night. We've got a couple more booked out. Obviously, we talked about the Kicking Valentina gig. We're doing our headliner at the Hobbit soon. And we're looking just to get some more shows booked in for the end of the year. We're looking at doing some recording again. No dates as of yet, but we've made some conversations to start that. So that's going to be happening hopefully very soon. And I think that's kind of where we're heading. See what happens along the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you're
Absolutely.
gonna gain fans and everything with all these gigs that you're doing and stuff like that. So where can people find the latest news about you guys? Is it just Facebook or are you on Instagram as well? Where can people find you if they want to book you? Because I've got some bookers on here. If people want to book you for a gig, ask you to join them, where can people find you and get hold of you?
Well, we like it's Instagram really. Instagram's our main one, but we've got Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and Facebook. But like we've got a link tree with everything on it. It's just link tree at Blacklight Vice. But yeah, message us for anything. We've got an email address as well. It's on our socials, and we're pretty responsive through everything. So if anyone messages us, we're quick to respond. So
I gotta admit, you guys are one of the most responsive bands that I've been dealing with. Trying to
Try to
get this
be.
series
yeah,
together. You guys were like, yep, brilliant. Yep, we'll do that. Yep, that's fine. Like you guys have been great. So if I have got any bookers that are watching on here, these guys, they're hungry. They want gigs. They need to
yeah,
do something. Come on, give them something to
Message
do.
us.
yeah. Just give us a message. We're always up for it. If we're all around, all good to go, we'll do it. So yeah, give us a shout.
Well, guys, unfortunately, it is coming to the end of our little interview. But is there anything that you would like to say to the folks at home or to your fans? Because you do have still quite a nice, loyal fan base there, especially if you're getting 2,000 plus streams in under 8 weeks. That's amazing. What would you like to say to the folks at home?
Well, I don't know. What do you say? You say thanks. Yeah. I mean, just thanks for checking us out and supporting live music in general, especially at grassroots level. It's really, really important, especially with the amount of venues that seem to be closing left, right, and centre around the country. Just going to a gig, just buying the merch. It keeps the bands going. It keeps the venues going. And just we love the support of our fans continually coming to our gigs. Like we're seeing the same faces turning up and new ones, which is great. So yeah, it's been really great to see that over the last few years of gigging properly.
Simon, how about that? Do you want to add on top of that? Or are you all right?
No, could just say exactly the same, but yeah, come to the show, check us out, listen to us on all your usual places. Buy a t-shirt.
Yeah,
Yes,
bye.
Buy a t-shirt.
yes, definitely, because people forget about that. That like, people go
It
online,
all
they
helps.
stream and they do whatever, but they forget that, there is physical merch out there, and that goes a very long way into you guys producing your album, to producing anything, even putting petrol in the car to get from A to
Yeah,
B. That
absolutely.
always helps.
Always up for a chat as well. Like at a show, we're always up for a chat afterwards and a couple of drinks. Like, we're always there till the very, very end, and I mean that literally.
Right until closing time when they're shoving you out the door with a broom. Like, get out.
Yeah, it's happened
Yeah,
to us on several occasions. We
pretty
normally
much
get
every
absolutely,
time. Yeah, because we just
yeah,
love it. Love chatting to people after the shows and meeting new people and just having a nice time.
That's what it's all about. It's a community that brings people together through all kinds of genres. And like you said, especially with grassroots venues, they are losing out up and down the country. So yeah, everybody needs to get involved and get supporting. And that's what's the main thing out there. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. It's been awesome. Thank you very much, Charlie and Simon, for joining Glamrat in the Sewers. I wish you all the luck, and don't forget, you know where to send your stuff when you need it playing. Give me a bell, and until next time, I'll catch you later, guys. Thank you very much. Take care now. Bye bye.
Thanks
for
so
having
much.
us.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Charlie and Simon for taking the time out to chat to little old me. If you think Blacklight Vice are a bit of something that you guys fancy, then make sure you check out the links in the description below. Have a look on their socials, stream their stuff, check out YouTube, do all of that jazz, because it means the world to these small bands that you guys give them a lot of love. So next week I have got heavy metal band Prometheum. The guys have released an album and they wanted to chat to me last series, but fortunately I ran out of time. So I was desperate to get the guys on this week's show to have a natter with you guys. So make sure you tune in next Thursday from 7 o'clock. Until then, catch you later, Glamratters. Bye bye.